Even Americans with six-figure salaries are struggling to make ends meet. The Federal Reserve Bank of Philadelphia finds nearly one-third of Americans earning between $100,000 and $150,000 a year are concerned about paying their bills in the next 6 months. Surprisingly, Americans earning between $40,000 and $70,000 are slightly less worried, but those making under $40K are the most stressed. And you just have to go to the grocery store to find out why. And this, a new MoneyWise report finds 97% of salaries have just failed to keep up with inflation in the past 5 years, Maria.
That's incredible. And you would think that the higher end and the highest earners are avoiding this. But as you just said, they're too feeling this pinch. Chris, what are you seeing out there?
It's a real disconnect, Maria. I mean, 401k balances are up 20% over the last 12 months. So there's some good news there. But the reality is people don't see their 401ks when they go to buy, things that are up 40%. Eggs, bread, all these expenses up 40%. It's overwhelming. You couple that with $1 trillion of consumer debt that's out there and all that COVID money's been spent. People are feeling as pinched as they've ever felt before. And I think when the president says the economy's doing wonderfully, he just isn't listening to the fact that these people are saying, when I go to the grocery store, it's really, really hurting me. And I think it's surprising that people from 100 to 150, but the reality is they have all the expenses and are really feeling it in a horrible way right now.
I mean, Lee, do you think Joe Biden is uninformed about the true impact of his policies, or do you think he just has his narrative and he has his ideology and he's just going to stick with it? I mean, this whole constant, Trump's economy was worse than his. I mean, no one believes that.
Well, I think it's very clear that he's out of touch with the plight of the American people. When we had voters here last night, we had one voter in particular was talking about how she's a dual income family trying to send her kids to college. They can no longer afford to go out to eat. They can't take a vacation this summer. They're really feeling the pinch of what's happened over the last few years. And it's sort of gotten worse each year as she described it. And most of the voters last night agreed. And so when Joe Biden goes out and says things have never been better, it's really offensive to these folks who are really, their lived experience is so much different and so much harder. So the real question is he out of touch or is he just plain wrong? I think a lot of people last night came to the conclusion that his policies are just plain wrong.
Yeah, and Lauren, you're mentioning the lower end. I mean, look, these policies are hurting the very groups that Joe Biden claims to be protecting.
And Joe Biden claims you have to tax the rich to protect those low-income groups, but debate last night, first question, the economy, Trump's answer, look at all the money I brought back. I repatriated from overseas to the United States because I cut the corporate tax rate. That does trickle down to everyday Americans.
Yes, that's right. All right.